affects the wealthy and poor. War, civilizations no more. War, what is this world coming to? If this isn't solved, now we might all be doomed. War affects the wealthy and poor. War, civilizations no more. War, what is this world coming to? If this isn't solved, now we might all be doomed. Muslim, Trump says to block them out. Muslims, we should all think about how they are just people. We should be all equal. Don't hide when they pass by, but let them live their lives. War affects the wealthy and poor. War, civilizations no more. War, what is this world coming to? If this isn't solved, now we might all be doomed. War affects the wealthy and poor. War, civilizations no more. War, what is this world coming to? If this isn't solved, now we might all be doomed. Greed has started to take over our minds. Over small issues we've started to fight. Can't you all realize? Open your eyes. We need to make peace or more millions die. War affects the wealthy and poor. War, civilizations no more. War, what is this world coming to? If this isn't solved, now we might all be doomed. It's pointless, it's cruel, arguing over jewels. It's evil yet real how you die over deals. But in this harsh world there ain't nothing that's changing unless someone steps up and stops all the raging. War, sets the rich and the poor. War, civilizations no more. War, what is this world coming to? If this isn't solved, now we might all be doomed. War affects the rich and the poor. War, civilizations no more. War, what is this world coming to? If this isn't solved, now we might all be doomed. My analysis. My poem describes the hardships of war, how people are unfairly scrutinizing Muslims, how government officials are irresponsible and corrupt, as well as the massive toll that wars have taken on the people of this world. I decided to add music in the hope that with a catchy beat and meaningful lyrics, I can express my sentiments in a very powerful, creative, and interesting way. I also chose images to go along with my poem in the background and featured the words to my poem alongside the photos to enhance the visual features of my poem. I have made the images black and white so that there would be a dark and saddening vibe to my video, emphasizing the negativity relating to war contained in the poem. My hope is that this poem stands as a call to action for listeners to condemn war, and that they gain an understanding of the horrors of war. Repetition is the act of repeating a word or phrase multiple times. Repetition is prominent throughout my song, as you can see with this highlighted picture. It is extremely noticeable in my chorus of war affects the wealthy and poor. War, civilizations no more. War, what is this world coming to? If this isn't solved now, we might all be doomed. This is repeated several times throughout my song. The use of repetition gets the message of the piece across to the listener in the way that it gets stuck in their head. I use this technique to add emphasis on the horrors of war and how it is drastically affecting the world. Assonance is the resemblance of sound between syllables of nearby words. Assonance was featured in my song in the 3rd and 6th stanzas, using an I sound. The effect that assonance has on the listener is that it draws attention to the particular verse or sentence. I strategically used this in important stanzas that discussed how we are being manipulated by greed and overreacting to Muslims, so that listeners would focus on and understand the message. Rhyme is when 2 or more words end with an agreeing terminal sound. Rhyme is a key part of any poem, and this stayed true with mine. My rhyming stayed mainly in an A-A-B-B rhyming format throughout my poem, although I also included some internal rhyming, and in the 3rd last stanza, only the 2nd and last sentences rhymed. Using rhyme has been shown to make poetry more pleasing, adds rhythm, and makes a poem more interesting overall. I added rhyme to my poem to attract the audience's interest and add extra meaning and importance to lyrics such as, "They are just people, we should be all equal," and "Can't you all realize, open your eyes. We need to make peace or millions die." My hope is that the audience will gain a better understanding of my song because of this technique.